So today we're going to take a look at the next day of graphing. So we're going to put together how we found all the asymptotes yesterday with what these graphs will actually look like. So the first one that we're going to be asked to graph is y equals 2 over x plus 3 minus 2. So we're going to go through those steps that we did yesterday. So the first thing was find the y-intercept. So if we plug in 0, 2 over 0 plus 3 minus 2, so we got 2/3 minus 2, so that'd be negative 1 1/3. So 0, negative 1 1/3. Our horizontal asymptote, or slant. Well, this looks like one of those shifted ones. And if we think about as x gets big, this whole chunk right here, that goes to 0, because 2 over a big number is 0. Then it goes down 2. So what's that? Y equals negative 2, which makes sense because the minus 2 moves it down. We can't factor, there aren't any holes, so where's our vertical at? Well, that's at x equals negative 3. And then where is our x-intercept? So let's see, when does 0 equal 2 over x plus 3 minus 2? So we'll add 2. So where does 2 equal 2 over x plus 3? Fraction bust, x plus 3. So we have 2 times x plus 3 equals 2. 2x plus 6 equals 2. So 2x equals negative 4. So x is at negative 2. So it's at negative 2, 0. So now we have to graph it. So I would start by dashing in our vertical and horizontal. So our horizontal was at y equals negative 2. Our vertical is at negative 3. Our intercept was at 0 and negative 1 1/3. Our x-intercept was at negative 2. So we know it has to be a swoop here in this quadrant, and then a swoop in that one. So the next one we're going to take a look at. We're going to kind of build these up to a little bit harder each time. So y equals x squared plus 3x minus 10 divided by x squared plus x minus 6. So the first thing was find the y-intercept. So if we plug in 0, let's see, gone, 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 gone. So negative 10 over 6. Erase those. Oops. So we have 0 and 10/6, which reduces down to 5 over 2. Horizontal or slant, if we look at that, the biggest numbers are going to be x squared and x squared. So divide those, we get 1. Those degrees were the same. So then it says to factor it. Well, I know this factors into x plus 5 over x times x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 over x plus 3. So if we simplify, it simplifies to x plus 5 over x plus 3. So this one has a hole. So it has a hole at x equals 2. Well, where's our vertical asymptotes are at? X in the denominator, so it's at x equals negative 3. And then the x-intercept, so we plug in 0 for y. So x plus 5 over x plus 3. Fraction bust. 0 equals x plus 5. So it's at negative 5, so we got negative 5 and 0. So we have all our information we need, so let's go ahead and graph this. Okay, a horizontal at 1, vertical at negative 3. negative 5 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 and 5 over 2. So it makes these lovely swoops there. And the last one we're going to look at, y equals x squared plus 8x plus 12 over x minus 4. So if we find the y-intercept first, so when x is 0, let's see, 0 squared, 8 times 0, so we have a 12 on top. 0 minus 4, negative 4, divide that out, so that's really just negative 3. Horizontal or slant, well, I notice the top is bigger, so that means that there's a slant. I guess we can take this away and we can say that there's a slant, so we have to do some long division. So we have x minus 4 and x squared. X times x is x squared. X times negative 4, negative 4x, but we need 8x, so that's got to be 12x. So plus 12. Negative 48, and we only need 12, so 36. But we're just concerned about the non-remainder. So it's at x plus 12. Let's see, then it is factor and simplify. Well, this factors into x plus 6, x minus 2 over x minus 4. So there's a vertical at x equals 4. There's no holes in our x-intercept. When does 0 equal all of this? Fraction bust, x minus 4. So when does 0 equal x plus 6 and x minus 2? So that's at x equals negative 6 and x equals 2. So we have 2 there. So this is kind of a big one to graph. So let's see. So this slant is x plus 12. So I'm going to count this by, I might even count it by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, negative 6, negative 9, negative 12. So our y-intercept's 12, down 1, over 1. So we need a positive slope. So it's kind of weird. I haven't graphed one of these before. So it runs along that line. Whereas our vertical is at 4. We're counting by 3. A little after that. Where are our intercepts? At 2, 0, and negative 6, 0. So we kind of have these weird quadrants. So what's happening here? Well, what did we get when we plugged in 0? We got 0 and negative 3. Is it really negative 3? That seems kind of weird. So let's see if we can come up with another point for this one. So let's see, an XY table. What if we plugged in 2 for x? Let's see what comes out. Let's get another point on here. So 2 squared is 4. So that would be 4 plus 16 plus 12. So 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 2 minus 4 is negative 2, so that's negative 16. So we have 2 and negative 16. I feel like something happened in the solving here. Oh, I think I factored it wrong. Okay, this is plus 2. That's what happened. So it's really at negative 2, 0. I was going to say, this is looking really weird here. These aren't matching up. So we got negative 2, 0. And when we did positive 2. We got negative 16, so way down here somewhere. So it's got to go up this slant, and who knows where, but it's got to turn and run right back down here. And this one, I should have drawn this better. It's got to run along this slant here and turn. So that means it has to be in that opposite quadrant, which would be right up here. And what we can do is we can go to Desmos and let's double check and see how close we were. Let's see. X squared plus 8x plus 12 over x minus 4. Yep, and there we have it. So we had it coming a little bit too close to the slant, but that's all right. We won't be too picky there. It's just a rough sketch.